Cancer, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and that means it's time for your weekly tarot reading. This reading is going to be from May 6th all the way to May 13th, so welcome. We've got an exciting thing happening this week. May 7th, we have a new moon, which is an excellent opportunity to start a 28-day cycle or a whole month cycle of new opportunities, getting rid of things, establishing things, getting things in order. And it's happening in the sign of Taurus. It's an earth sign. So it's all about security, feeling good, taking care of business, especially our finances, especially how we feel about ourselves and our self-worth and what we determine what we're worthy for, which is only the highest and the best. But it's going to be happening in your sign in your sign. It's happening in your third house of communications. It could be short trips you're going to be taking. It could also you be planning long distance travel, but it also has an emphasis on communication. So let's see how the energies are going to work with you in this new moon this week. So welcome everybody, if I didn't say that already. Okay, we got a lot going on here, and there's a lot of lunar energy. There's a lot of lunar depictions right here. All right. Let's see. All right, Cancer. Wow. Just like that. Okay. Here it is. Here's the energy we got to work with this week. This is what we need to work on, release, and be aware of so we can move into this energy that we need to embrace for the week. Okay? And this is the outcome. There's a lot going on here. I'll tell you that. 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana cards. This means this is a big deal. This is a big deal, so pay attention. All right? Now, we have the Three of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Moon. Now, this is emotionally feeling stuck in between the past betrayals and hurts and how we're letting it affect us emotionally. And it brings us down. It puts us in this Two of Swords energy, this stuck energy. That's why the Two of Swords is here. You think it would follow the number 2, 3, or the moon would be first. But the way that Spirit had me put it out is that these two factors got you stuck. Is the heartache, the betrayal that you feel from the past has got you stuck because you're emotionally involved in it. And because this is a new moon this week, our first symbol of the moon is the full moon. So it could have been, some things could have been brought to light around the time of the full moon a few weeks ago. But this is emotionally feeling stuck. What we need to embrace in order to remove that and move on is the Queen of Cups. Get in tune with your emotions. Regulate them. You are in control of them, Cancer. The Hangman, again, is clarifying this. You are not stuck. It's time to get some perspective. Pluto has gone retrograde again. So again, it's going to collectively ask us to get some perspective. Look at your situation differently than you have before, because you are an emotional creature. So your nature is to act emotionally. And it's asking you to, let's not look at it so in the emotional light, but let's move forward by releasing it. So that's what the Hangman is. That energy is to really embrace, to get some perspective. You are not stuck. The universe keeps repeating this. You're not stuck. Look at this differently without being so emotionally bonded to what you're trying to work with. Now, the Eight of Pentacles, here's our second symbolism of the moon and the cycle therein. And it starts with the new moon. Ooh, my left ear is kind of got a high frequency pitch going through it right now, too. And now it's gone. But what I was on a roll here with that. This says put in the work. Start putting in the work. Start planning on what you know you need to get rid of and how to move forward, because it's got you, your life is kind of like on pause. It's time to start looking at it differently and pulling it from a different perspective. The outcome here is brilliant. It's beautiful. It's very solar plexus. The strength card, that's Leo energy. That also has to do with the solar plexus and the heart. Open your heart. You have the strength to get through this. Focus on balance. Things will balance out. That's your clarification, that things will balance out when you focus on balance, when you put in the work to not feel stuck, but to balance that energy out with your strength. You follow me on that? And then the Ace of Cups is a new beginning. Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning. New job, new opportunities. It's all about opening up to them. So let's do some oracles, because we don't really need to clarify this. I think the oracles will kind of add to this without having to clarify, and we got piles of cards here, But this is pretty straightforward. It's, again, working on your emotional stability, and not, if you feel stuck in a situation, look at it different. You're not. You're telling yourself that. And because this new moon is happening in your third house, it's time to communicate that and to release it. Let it go. You may also have some situations coming up with brothers and sisters. The third house also has to do with that. But it's a big, major pull towards communication. Look at that. I said the outcome is huge solar plexus energy. And there it is. I am worthy. I am strong enough. Look at all that gold. You see you didn't see it before, but you see how you can see it in these three cards. They all reflect that same color. Pay attention to that. Because I said, as soon as I looked at it, that's very solar plexus. And there it is. All right, but see, we've got this mental conflict, and because we're feeling in this stuck energy, we're not moving, so we're discontent about it, and we're bored. We're just flat out bored. Financial and material changes. See, you're definitely making the change. And partnerships and alliances. 3, the third house, new moon. Okay? This is all about, your siblings, your friends. Communicate this, work with other people. Don't isolate this week. I think last week or a couple weeks ago, I said, let's isolate. I'm pretty sure it was last week where we said, all right, get in touch with this. And some of you may still be struggling with this. So let's do some more oracles and see how they fill in the gaps, especially for the outcome. I'm interested how it's going to clarify these two piles and add to that. That's what it's going to do. Okay. So hit it with a spirit. What else do we need to know for Cancer this week? Wow. Feels a little chaotic, and it's okay. All right. Challenging times. This is a test. You have to have and decide a win or lose attitude. Pay attention to 555. That's change. What are you going to decide? Are you feeling stuck? That's the lose attitude. Are you going to constantly focus on these challenging times, or are you going to move through them? Hold the vision in your mind. Be confident in what you want. And in the meantime, just breathe through all of this. You see how that all clarified just exactly like we wanted it to. So this is huge for you, of stepping into your own power and your strength. So let's see how this is affecting your relationships, because there's definitely some hurt about a relationship here. All right, well, what do we have in love for Cancer this week? I feel a little subdued in this reading too, like it's very somber, it's sobering, All we need to do in our relationships right now is focus on success, because those are the only cards that came face up. The Chariot is focusing on success. And that's solar plexus energy. I deserve it. And we got 4 more. Look at that. Finances may be a part of your relationship right now. That may got you down. Most of our problems with relationships are financial. So pay attention to that. But it's an end to wishy-washiness. Another 2. End to wishy-washiness. Stop feeling like you've been robbed of anything. The only thing you're doing is robbing yourself of beautiful energy by focusing on these challenging times and not moving forward. And look at these 10s, both two 10s. We've got the end to this mental anguish. So this is clarifying this because we take on a winning attitude. And look at that, the 10 of Cups. See, when you focus on success in your relationships and hold it in your mind, you will hold it in your hand. So this is bringing a lot of stability for a lot of Cancers this week. So focus on that. You've got work to do. But this is the pinnacle right here. Win or lose. It's beautiful. All right, let's get some messages of love. Let's see what else they got to say. Okay. Awakening. Someone is undergoing a spiritual transformation. And I think it's you. And when you do that, the other person that you're with will do the same. Patience. Everything will unfold in divine timing. Absolutely. Put in the work in the meantime. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. Yeah, definitely. I think that a lot of you single Cancers want to manifest that for yourselves, and you have every right to. So do that. Open up to it. Take that winning attitude. Again, it's all about attitude. Attitude. And getting rid of this stuff. Let's get some closing messages. All right. Only one came out, Cancer. Believe. Cancer, you're being asked to fully believe in yourself and your dreams. Wow. It's time for that idea that's lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Believe that you can bring it to life, and you will do exactly that. You got to believe this week that you can win, and you will be successful, and things will work out in divine timing. That's your awakening. When you release your past hurts and you focus in your present to bring this beautiful energy into your future. All right, Cancer, that's going to do it for this week. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you put I claim it in the comments, and I will see you next week.